I'm making Eliona one of her snacks that she likes.
Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
Hello, Wagwan, pick up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. It's been a really long day and I am rather exhausted at the end of the day, but I decided that I need to make this video and share with you some things that I was thinking about and how things are progressing as we are transitioning into this return repatriation to Jamaica and settling into the norms of society, whilst having our twist on it and having our impact and the value that we want to still maintain and hold for our living daily. So the tree is my neighbor's. This is our wall separation, but this bit of it is hanging over these branches, and so I'm making good use of it. I could collect them in a container, but I don't want to do that. I just want, because if I do that, by the time I go in, I probably forget about them. I'll bring you closer. They look like blackberries or bramble, whatever you know them as. And then they leave your hand with that stain, but they're quite nice and healthy. So I thought I would come out and treat myself to a few, because the other section of it grew last time and it was a lot didn't come onto my side, so I didn't get to pick. I only pick a couple. But this time this section on my side is loaded, and so they're only going to fall on the ground. Thought I'd indulge for my morning. So yeah, that's my morning treat. And so now I'll go get it started. So here's a bit of a closer view of the tree. So that's what they look like right here. And I'm going to go in and see if I can collect these ones. See? So that's what they look like, and they're delicious. So in today's episode, there are quite a few things that are happening and changes that are taking place, and we're beginning to find our feet in Jamaica, and we're just looking forward to all of the new things, projects and all the different excitement and really adventurous things that we're working on and trying to establish and get done. And it's a really good place to be at this point, after coming to moving back to Jamaica and trying to get settled, where most things are pretty much where we need them to be, and we're just working through getting some other things in place so that at our year of being here, we can safely get to say that we've had an amazing year, is the plan and the hope. So at the moment, we're starting to settle down a little bit more. It's not as hectic as it was previously. We're beginning to become a little bit more comfortable and finding a routine that we can fall into, which is really good. And so it's time to start to look at the landscape of Jamaica a little bit more, so that I can have a better insight of, you know, who's who and what's happening where, and just try to get abreast of current affairs really a little bit more, and spending some time to invest my efforts and energies into catching up with the things that are actually happening in the country, and to discover the nuances of the different arenas in Jamaica a little bit more. It's the school break, and I'm going to trade the school run for midday snack. So I'm making Eliona one of her snacks that she likes. So I'm making her some seasoned or spicy fritters because she likes those. So I'm just going to show you how. So I've already got some flour in the bowl, and I'm just going to add the other things in. So this is just some black pepper, a bit of paprika, a bit of chili. You can decide which one of them, what you use for yours. And then I'm going to put in a bit of seasoning, my seasoning blend. And I'm going to add a bit of salt as well. I'm also going to add a bit of spice. So this one is allspice, or grounded pimento for those who know it that way. And a bit of clove. And then some nutmeg. And a bit of cinnamon. So now I'm just going to mix all of that in. And add in some of my water. So this is the consistency. You can make it thicker if you prefer, but this is the consistency we do it at, that she likes it. When I make it thicker, she doesn't like it. So now I've got my frying pan on with the oil already, so I'm just waiting for that to heat up, and then I'm just going to drop them like you would do normal fritters. So the frying pan is nice and ready, and so too is the batter. So I'm just going to drop them. So now they're out, and I've put them to drain, and then she's going to make a sauce that she makes with it. So she's going to make her sauce on her own when she gets around to it. So that's her lunch indulgence for today.
Knows that we're doing a spicy food challenge tomorrow, and she decided to make me spicy fritters for whatever reason. But because I'm trying to turn down my taste buds for tomorrow, so I win as always, I made a mild sauce to go with it.
It is this awesome little pepper tree at the spot where I normally throw my seeds and things, and you can see those lovely peppers on it. And there's one over here that's already ripened, so I'm just going to leave it there to become a little bit more golden. And you can see that there is a few more blooming going on over here. So this should come in with quite a few. We have a few more dried gungo left to collect. There are more of them in the front, so we'll need to sort that as well. I also realized that there's this orange tree that is growing at one of the spots as well. And this, it was here when we got here, these pineapple trees. And there's, I think, another one further along. But this one is already pushing one up. I've been watching it as it's growing up. And I can't wait to see what it's going to taste like picking it in my own backyard. And that's a pumpkin growing here on this vine as well. I need to be able to try and see if I can get some watermelon seeds and see how that will go. I have a few other blooming on the vine, so they should come in soon too. And I picked one not that long ago from here as well, so should be able to have this one harvested not long from now as well. Eliona is beginning to feel a little bit more comfortable in her routines in terms of school and other activities, starting to find things that we can do and looking at extracurricular activities that we'll be able to do in the next academic year. And so it's really swell time at the moment, and I'm really pleased for how far we have come on this journey, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this is going to take us and this new chapter in our life that we're getting ready to write, the exciting things that are going to be happening, and how we're going to circumvent or work through those things that may come and set in as stumbling blocks or obstacles along the way. So far, we believe that we've dealt with the different hurdles that we've had to overcome. Just moving back to Jamaica, oh my goodness, it's like running a marathon, but with all sorts of hurdles and obstacles in the way. And so far, we've managed to overcome a significant amount of those and start to learn how things are done here. And for me, it's a relearning, but it just feels like new because I'm looking at it with a whole new different set of lens when I'm looking at the situation. And so I'm now going to need to think about how to rise above some of the things that I don't quite think is beneficial for us, and how to rise above some of the challenges that will come my way. And people who are repats to Jamaica might be better able to understand the rudimentaries of trying to come back and showcase your insight, your knowledge, your expertise to people, and how that sometimes is taken by the... Today the sun is in its element. If you can see, that is the June plum tree I showed you a little while back when it was going through its fall period, and it shows you how the season has changed rapidly, because now the leaves are back on, the blooms are up, and before you know it, it will be fruited. And it's just so amazing to see the transition from season to season, not just in the plants, but in the way we are living and choosing to live. And I wonder, what kind of season are you going through right now? And how are you managing it? What are some of the highs in your season? What are some of the lows? And what are some of the lessons that it's teaching you? And some of the takeaways that you're going to be using to push you through into your next period of elevation. Because seasons don't come to stay, but they're beautiful as you morph from one to the next. So even the fall, as much as so much was given up, those needed to be shed, so that now it can be beautiful newness and a new lease of life where it can become its most fruitful. So as you go through your struggles right now, or your different season, just take the time to look at what things are you shedding, and also to look at what are you gaining or adding. How is value being added, so that you can be elevated to your most fruitful season yet. Thank you for staying with us on this episode of the Life with the Jam Fams. We are delighted to have you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you haven't yet made the decision to become a tribe member, what are you waiting for? Press that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video if it's something that you like, and don't forget to share it with others who would appreciate this type of content. And remember, we would like to hear your views about repatriation or the different things that you come across in this video, and your perspective on change and transformation. Make a comment in the comment section below, and we will make sure to respond and to see what your views are. Bye for now. See you in the next one.